They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have Bugzy Malone. A lot of questions surrounding what his skill level will be. We're going to find out right here, right now. And his opponent, Adeleye, 6'4" tall, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you do not actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
Bugzy Malone. Yes, you heard that right. The UK rapper gonna try his hand at the sweet science. Big D, Davidadeleye, fighting out of the United Kingdom, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds.
Just take note, look at the reach, look how much they're giving away in this fight.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, here is the multi-talented and popular rapper, Bugzy Malone. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is Big D, Davidadeleye.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Good counter punch. The right hook misses. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you get...
Take away that confidence.
And there's the bell to start round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. The straight right just misses. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need to get good. Same again. Don't change too much.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. The jab misses. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That jab doesn't find a home. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Great round. You were thinking you were smart. You're way better than that guy. You've let him
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That counter punch caught him clean. perfect counter shot. Can't land the jab there. And we may see an early stoppage here. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That jab misses. Oh my word, Adeleye in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Just keep him on the end of your jab. What was that? What are you doing?
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Nice counter. These two were made for each other. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. His stamina is off the charts. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's a gun loading up, but you're still letting you power.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The straight right just misses. A perfect counter lands. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They block the hook. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep him up. The fight's not over yet. You gotta get up.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That hook doesn't score. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And he scores with the counter. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
I like that. I'm happy. You win this next round for me, kid.
There's the bell to start round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up?
Oh my God, Johnny! Why weren't they more cautious? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because...
And down goes Bugzy Malone. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Incredible work rate. His stamina is off the charts. putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of... And Bugzy Malone goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here or this fight is going to be over.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep it. Go back and win the round, right?
There's the bell to start round 9. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slow. Hold it right there. Adeleye rocked. Still continuing.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just misses that uppercut. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. He blocks the right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
He's not getting back up.
Come on, you're better than that. You done all that work in camp.
Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
And there's the bell for round 10. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Davidadeleye just took a big shot. No, we don't see. And that'll do it as Malone goes to the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.